Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NBA basketball previews and predictions for a Wednesday. It is February 8th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your wacky Wednesdays. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the ATScalculator.com. Check it out today and check what the lines are going to be for the sides and totals using the ATScalculator.com website. All right, let's get to your NBA action here today for February 8th. We're going to kick it off in Cleveland, where the Cavaliers are almost a 2-touchdown favorite. Minus 13 is the line, 223.5 is the total, and we are going to leave with the Cavs in this one. 122 to 110, the over-under landing on 232.28. So we do like this game to go over the total. Looking at the Cavaliers' chance of winning, it's very high at 90.9%. They're on a 3-game straight-up ATS win streak. They're playing on 1 day's rest, and they are now 3-7 to the under in their last 10 games, while the Pistons coming off a 111-99 loss to the Boston Celtics. That was 2 nights ago, and the last 5 games for the Pistons have gone under the total, and this is why the Kogel is very high at 68%. Kogel stands for chance of game going over the total. Charlotte Hornets taking on the Washington Wizards. Now, the Wizards lost their last game to the Cavaliers. 114-91 was the final, while the Hornets lost to the Magic 119 to 113. Tonight, the Wizards a 4.5-point favorite. The over-under is listed at 236.5. ATS forecast system play going to lean with the Wizards in this one, 119 to 115. The over-under at 234.6. So we do like this game to stay under the total. Washington now riding a 3-game straight-up and ATS losing streak, while the Hornets, they are on a 4-game slide, and they haven't covered the spread in their last 3 games. Toronto Raptors hosting the San Antonio Spurs tonight at the Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. They are a 10.5-point favorite. The over-under is at 233.5. ATS forecast system play gonna go with the Raptors in this one, 122 to 111. The over-under at 234.04. So we do like this game to go over the total. We're gonna give the Raptors an 81.08% chance of winning. They are now on a 2-game win streak, while San Antonio, they're coming in limping on a 9-game losing streak, and they haven't covered the spread in their last 8 games. Miami Heat taking on the Indiana Pacers tonight in Miami, a 6.5-point favorite for the Heat. 223.5 is the total, and we're going to go with Miami in this one, 115 to 108. The over-under to land on 224.63. So we do like this one to go over the total. Miami coming off a 123-115 loss to the Bucks, while the Pacers, they lost to the Cavaliers. 122 to 103 was the final in that one. Indiana going through a really rough time right now. See bearish in the cycle. 2-8 straight up, 3-7 against the point spread. Same thing for the Miami Heat. They are B neutral, but they are only 3-7 against the number in their last 10 games. Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Boston Celtics tonight in Beantown. This is your game of the night. You got the Boston Celtics as a 4.5-point favorite. 224.5 is the total, and we're going to go with the Boston Celtics in this one, 114 to 109, the over-under to land on 224.11. So we do like to stay under the total. Looking at the chance of winning this game straight up, does favor the Boston Celtics at 62.5% compared to 26.8 for the Sixers, who are now on a 2 days rest, 34-18 on the season, while the Boston Celtics are 38-16, and this will be a good one tonight at the TD Gardens. Sacramento Kings taking on the Houston Rockets. The Rockets on a 3-game slide, while the Sacramento Kings coming off a big win over the Rockets, 140 to 120, 260 points scored in that game. And looking at the line, -8 for Sacramento, 240 is the total, and we are going to go with Sacramento in this one, 125 to 118. The over-under to land on 243.3, so we do like it to go over the total of 240. The last 3 games for the Rockets have gone over the total. They are now 3-7 straight up in their last 10 games, while the Sacramento Kings are 5-5, 3-7 to the under. And look at your Kogos at a very low 35%, meaning a 65% chance of this one going over the total tonight in Houston. All right, Minnesota taking on the Utah Jazz. The T-Wolves took it on the chin last night against the Denver Nuggets. They're in a back-to-back game situation. The final 146-112 for Denver, while the Utah Jazz last game, they lost to the Dallas Mavericks. 124 to 111 was the final. Tonight, we're going to give the Utah Jazz a 57.9% chance of winning. However, they're on a 2-game losing streak straight up and against the point spread, while the last 3 games for the Timberwolves have gone over the total. And we have the final score at 119 for Utah, 115 for Minnesota. The over-under to land on 234.6. So we do like it to stay under the total tonight in Utah. Golden State taking on the Portland Trailblazers. The Trailblazers coming off a 127-108 loss in their last game to the Milwaukee Bucks. We're giving them a 59.6% chance of winning here tonight against 40.3 for the Warriors. Warriors coming off a win over the Thunder in their last game. 141-114 was the final. Tonight, the Trailblazers, a 3-point favorite. 236.5 is the total, and we have a close one here. Look at this. 117.3 for Portland, 117.2 for the Warriors. The over-under to land on 234.53, so we do like it to stay under the total. Looking at the last 10 games for Golden State, 6-4 straight up, 5-5 against the number, 6-3-1 to the over, while the Portland Trailblazers, they are 5-5 straight up all over the board. In fact, if you look at their record all over the board, 5-5 straight up, 5-5 against the number, and also 5-5 when it comes to the over-under. And the final game of the evening will be a good one at the old Staples Center or the Crypto.com Arena or whatever they're calling it these days. And -8 is the line, 220.5 is the total, and we are going to lean with the LA Clippers, who are coming off a big win over Brooklyn. That was a game that went back and forth, and the Clippers hung on to the end. And the final of that one was 124-116, while the Dallas Mavericks, they beat the Utah Jazz in their last game. 124-111 was the final. And we're going to lean with LA in this one, 115-109, the over-under at 224.9. So we do like it to go over the total. We're giving the Clippers a 74.4% chance of winning compared to 26.3 for the Mavericks. And looking at the Dallas Mavericks last 10 games, 5-5 straight up, 4-5-1 against the number, and 4-6 to the under, while the LA Clippers 31-26 on the season, and they've covered the spread in 7 of their last 10 games. Folks, don't forget, you can get the free Raymond Report Lite version. All you got to do is go to the website, atsstats.com, go to NBA, free NBA stats, and go in the pull-down menu to select the game of your choice. And if you scroll down to the bottom, this is where we keep all the pearls. And you can see I got a great system on the over tonight between Detroit and the Cavaliers. And the system goes like this. Anytime you got an NBA team that's a 9.5 to 12-point road underdog, the last 5 years they're playing a conference opponent on 1 day's rest, and they're coming off a loss against an Eastern Atlantic opponent, just like the Pistons did in their last game against the Boston Celtics. Well, the over is 15-2 to the over, and that goes back the last 5 years, so you might want to consider the over tonight between Detroit and Cleveland. All right, folks, there you have it. That is the Raymond Report for a Wednesday, February 8th. Don't forget, you can get the Raymond Report free each and every day by visiting our website, atsstats.com, and get 25% off your next membership, either a monthly or year membership. Put in promo code ATS25, and you will get 25% off your next monthly or yearly membership right here at the website at atsstats.com. Hope to see you in the winner's circle tonight. Good luck.